everybody, it is Yield here, and welcome back to another video. And today, we're doing something a little bit different. Now, we usually play games on the channel every single day, but today, I'm giving you a little bit of news on Scrap Mechanic. Now, I know it's a bit weird, but I'm excited about this, and I thought it would just be cool for me to share it with you, since, you know, Scrap Mechanic's kind of cool. So, if you do not know, Scrap Mechanic, or the developers of Scrap Mechanic, actually put out something called a devblog every once in a while, standing for developer blog, and it basically gives us information on what they're working on behind the scenes of Scrap Mechanic and stuff that we're gonna see in the future of the game. And I've been always excited whenever one of these pops up. I'm just like, hoobly-doobly-doo, it's gonna be crazy, and it usually is. So I thought I'd go ahead and I'd share that with you guys as well. So I've actually gone ahead and read through it already, so I'm gonna go through the brief bits with you guys, all of that. And if you want to actually read it all exactly for yourselves, you can either pause the video or you can go ahead and check the link, what's going to be down in the description of the video. But yeah, let's get into it. So to start off, we've got a giant image here with what seems to be a new character of sorts, which we'll get into later on this article. But we're gonna go down a bit, and they start greeting us, just saying, you know, warm welcomes to us. They've been saying that they've been loving the creations from us using the new timer and logic gate items and whatnot. But after that, they go ahead and they go down to priority fixes, which is where they start talking about how we've been having a lot of issues with the game with FPS and related stuff, and how they've been working on that and how that has been going swell. So that's always good to hear, hearing them on top of bugs and all those issues, because what's use in a game if you can't play it, right? Their plans are to start running tests on some of those bug fixes later on in September. So, hey, if you guys are having any issues with your game, you'll be having some of that possibly fixed later on this month, which is totally rad. Next up, we've got character customization. What? Character customization? Yes, you heard me right. So, this isn't coming around anytime soon, but actually, this is planned to be implemented into survival mode. I know the word survival mode keeps coming up and we all just want it now, but they are trying to make it as fleshed out and amazing as possible before they actually release it to us. So, hey, I'm okay with it. I'm okay with the delay because look at this. They're introducing character customization, which never would have happened if we had rushed them. So basically, with character customization, we are going to be able to finally be able to customize our mechanic's face, hairstyle, jackets, hats, gloves, and shoes, and even more, which is totally rad. As I'm an old school Minecraft player, we always had skins in Minecraft, so I feel like this is a more in-depth version of that, which I am extremely pumped for. I wasn't really expecting it with this game, seeing how it was more so all just about building. I don't know why, I didn't expect it, so I'm really happy to hear about this. Yeah. So when survival mode comes out, you'll also be able to find all of sorts of clothing all around the world. Apparently, they've stated that you're going to be able to scavenge for it, and you'll be able to, you know, keep up with those latest Scrap Mechanic trends. Currently, the artists are actually working their booties off trying to get these kind of all this customization done. So all they've got done currently are the male models, which you can see right here right now, but in the future, in the next dev update, they will also be releasing images of the customizable female character, which I am obviously super pumped for as well, because like I just said, I love that customization and I can't wait to see what they'll have for me. Next up, we've got some information on a new biome, which I was not expecting at all, and actually really surprised me, and I'm super excited for it. But apparently, the artist is completely bombarded, working like crazy, trying to get some more of these biomes done. He's working on the assets for it, and from what we can see here, it looks super cool. It looks like almost like a wasteland biome or a dead forest of sorts, and I don't really know what's going on with it, but it looks really cool, and I can't wait to see what else they have to come, because if they're working on this biome, there's a chance that they might be working on some others as well. They also mentioned down at the end of that paragraph that, oh, what? A sunset? So I guess that means that they're really starting to work on the time of day, which, oh my god, that will be crazy. Next up, they've gone ahead and they've mentioned constraining for survival mode, and they mentioned the backpack. So basically they go in detail talking about how our backpack currently in creative mode is limitless. We've got endless supplies of items, but when survival mode comes out, we're gonna have a little bit more of a limit, and the way you're gonna carry around stuff is using backpacks that will carry stacks of items, which will limit, I imagine, very similar to the backpack system of most survival games out there on the market right now. But what they also mention is chests, which you will be able to place on the backs of your vehicles, which I think that is a really neat addition, because you'll be able to cart your stuff around with you when you're in survival mode from place to place, possibly helping with moving of bases and whatnot. But I don't know, sounds like it'll be cool. They also go ahead and give us a few images that are of what seem to be some bases that they go on to mention in our next paragraph, which says spooky warehouses that we must fear. Apparently in the survival mode there are going to be some huge robotic warehouses, which these pictures make me super excited for. They look really cool, and although they're only really sketches, they look really cool, and I can't wait to see what they look like when the game's actually has them implemented. But they also go ahead and mention in this paragraph that they have created 30 more building blocks, which, oh my god, that makes me super happy. The more building blocks, the merrier. I can't wait to see more stuff added to the game, and building blocks are just one of those things that I can't wait to get my hands on. Now, one of the last things they do go ahead and go on to mention is crafting. Apparently they are trying to revamp and redo what they were working on their crafting system for survival mode, so I imagine that's part of what's been pushing the development back a bit in the releasing of survival mode. But it's good to hear that they've got some new ideas that they're really excited about. They go on saying that they're really excited for it, but they can't really go on and give us too many details on it because they aren't far enough along. But hey, when they give us some information on it, I bet it'll be really cool. So for the last section of this update, they went ahead and answered a few of our questions, the first of which was obviously, when is this gosh darn survival mode coming out? And boy, do I wish they had given us a better answer than when it's ready, because that's pretty much what they told us. They've got lots of stuff to do first, and although I'm really happy that they're trying to make it as good as possible before they give it to us, I just really wish it was coming to us sooner, because I've been waiting for it for so long, and I just want to have my hands on that survival mode as soon as possible. Next up, what they asked next is just, I'm so happy to hear this. Someone asked if they are going to be adding water, and the response actually were that they are planning on developing physics for water. It's gonna be hard, but it is on their agenda. They think that it'll be a really cool thing for us to build with, and my god, that just blew me away. I did not think that was even remotely on their agenda, and to hear that that's what they're working on as well, it sounds awesome. Although they're not working on it just yet, if they even begin to work on it, the fact that they've mentioned it, man, it's a sparkle of hope, and I am so happy to hear about it. The last thing they do mention in the final paragraph of the blog, or the dev blog, is that they are not planning on fixing the suspension glitch, which is really cool, because if you guys do not know, the suspension glitch is a really useful tool that people have been using in Scrap Mechanic to help turn vehicles easier enough, and a lot of other things for self-balancing mechanisms and whatnot, which has been really cool for us, and we've been able to do a lot of cool stuff with it. But yeah, they aren't planning on fixing that, which is really good to hear, because some people were worried that, oh, it's a glitch, does that mean they're gonna fix it? But apparently not, so that's great to hear. So guys, that is actually all for this dev blog, which I was really happy to hear a lot of this stuff. Although there could have been more on a lot of this stuff. They were really vague about some of it, but other things, they were really on point, and I'm just I'm really glad to hear about a lot of this stuff, and I can't wait to see what comes of all these plans that they have. But for now, guys, that is going to be it. I hope you did like this kind of update, sort of information update, I guess. If you did, make sure to let me know by leaving a comment down below and a like, because I want to know, you guys want to see more stuff like this for updates on the games that I play, because I think it's kind of cool keeping you guys in the loop of what I'm hearing about games, and I think it could be neat to do that kind of stuff in the future. But that is all for now. I hope you guys all have a fantastic day, and I will see you all in the next one.